Bem? Tudo bem, e você? My name is Krista Gisaka and I graduated from Lewis and Clark in 2014. I studied international affairs and foreign languages. I studied Spanish and German, and I spent all of last year teaching English in Araguaína, Tocantins, Brazil. I am so thrilled to have had this experience, and I'm very thankful for the support of the advising staff at Lewis and Clark. I really believe that I would not have had this opportunity had it not been for the staff. Sepile and in the sewing department and Deborah Heath really helped me a lot. I had originally written my essay and not included a lot of personal experiences, like the fact that I had lived abroad in Germany and Greece when I was younger, and the fact that I had originally studied Portuguese while I was studying abroad in Argentina and been in a class with lots of international students from all over the world and just fallen in love with the vibe and of the language, and been really excited about the opportunity to have a teaching potential in Brazil and being able to learn the language and be a cultural representative all at the same time. The experience as an English teaching assistant in a rural area, Araguaína, Tocantins, Tocantins is the newest state in Brazil, and pretty isolated, pretty remote. It's about 12 hours north from Brasilia. Was very unique, I think. I was one of the only 2 English teaching assistants in this state, and I really felt like my presence as a US American was a very strong asset to the community and in providing a link to the language and US American culture. One of the unique things was also that the university I was teaching at, the Federal University of Tocantins, was on strike for about 4 months. And so during that time, I wasn't doing my regular teaching obligations at the university, which involved helping the English professors and providing a cultural link through classes and workshops. But during that time, we offered free English classes to the community, and one thing that I was really excited about was I was able to start an initiative for girls to be involved with running and use running as a source of empowerment and change in their lives. I've always been a runner, and in Tocantins I noticed sort of the gender inequality in sports, and especially in other areas that women were just not as valued in the rural Brazilian society. And it was really exciting for me to work to positively influence that. And so I think, I arrived in Brazil speaking Spanish, and then little by little my Spanish transitioned into Portuñol. And then in the end I was speaking fluent Portuguese, so I now have this very special sensitivity, and Brazil has a very special place in my heart. And Tocantins, rural Araguaína, which I had never heard of before, now also has a very special place in my heart. And it's completely changed my worldview. Going forward, I actually just started working with Build On, which is an organization that works against the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations through service and education. And I will be traveling half of the year to developing countries, helping communities to build schools. And one of the commitments of the school is that they are committed to having 50% of the students being girls, so women's education, and using education as a source for change. I really felt that in Brazil, that education really is so positive in being able to transform communities. And I'm so excited about all the possibilities that lie ahead, and know that Fulbright made a huge difference in my life. So thank you for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about all the future opportunities for Lewis and Clark students. Ciao!